Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. In today's video, I am just going to do another recreation. You guys loved my Meredith Duxbury recreation. Thank you for your support. So I figured today I'd light a candle in the background. By the way, that one is from my Dollar General haul, so feel free to check that video out. It's up on my channel. I got my room all straightened up. It's just nice and cozy. Got a nice cozy sweater on, and I figured it would be a perfect day to do another recreation. So if you guys are familiar with the BeautybyMinks, they're all over Instagram. I follow them, and they share the most beautiful eye looks. So I'm going to try my very best to recreate this. Okay guys, so skin is done. It's been setting on my face for about half hour. Just, serums and moisturizers and stuff of that nature. I'm on my third cup of coffee. So let's get into it. I also have my brows done. But before I get into all that, let me show you what we're going to try to recreate. Like, how beautiful is that? You know what I mean? With the blue, and it shows in the video because they always do a video of how they did it, and then they do like the picture, and I think that is genius. But instead of doing just the eyeliner, just taking the eyeshadow brush and drawing it, I think I'm just going to use some e.l.f. eye tapes just to make it a little bit easier on me because I am not a professional. So, let's go ahead and prime our eyelids. Okay, so let's dive into an eyeshadow palette. I struggled to find the perfect like cobalt blue, but I finally found it in this J-Cat Beauty palette, this Dia and Noche palette. I love this for just bright, pigmented rainbow looks. It's gorgeous. Okay, so we're definitely going to use this shade right here. But first I'm going to apply my e.l.f. eye tapes. So we're just going to kind of out a little bit. That way I can create that nice arched wing with the blue like they have. Just like that. So we have those aligned and ready. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a flat definer brush. I like the one from Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. Then we're just going to kind of, a little bit at a time, get into this color. Okay, so now that we have our outline, we're going to fill that in a little bit. And then I just have this like flatter brush from Jessup. Just kind of packing this color on there. I think that's beautiful. And this is one reason why I wanted that e.l.f. eye tape, just to catch that extra. You can make the line thicker, that way it would be easier, kind of more foolproof, I feel like. Give me a line here. Full disclosure, I've never done a look like this. But I definitely like to branch out and try different looks. For real. I mean, how can you get better if you don't try, you know? So I'm just going to fill the whole lid, then I'll add the silver right where I need it. Because this line was definitely more over than the other one, if that makes any sense. stumble over my words all the time. Okay, so I like that placement. I feel like the shape even looks super nice. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to step into a single shadow, and this is from Essence. It's their Melted Chrome. Now, like I said, it is not the same color as the other one, but it's just my take, like a recreation. It's not going to be exact like theirs was. So, and it's so vibrant, guys, like, seriously. I feel like I need a brush here. I didn't think I would. Ooh, that's much better. Just kind of get it wet a little bit. Take it all the way up. Just kind of place it. And see that? It's like a halo effect. I feel like it's super nice. I feel like it needs to go over a little bit because there's so much blue right there. See like that? I am digging that. So glad I step out of my comfort zone and do something different. I feel like that's beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and pop off here and do the other eye because that took a little bit. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put the lashes on after I completed the other eye. I don't know how crazy I am about the silver. I don't know. I've never done a look like this before. I just feel like a different color in the center, like a white or something, would have been better, but it was the only thing I had. So I worked with what I had, but I still am very proud of myself because I've never done nothing like this and it looks really good. I just don't know how I feel about the color scheme is all. But moving on, I did lashes. These are from the Lavaa Los Angeles lashes. Yeah, those are from Lavaa Los Angeles, and I got this on my BoxyCharm this month. So if you're interested in any of those products, feel free to check my video out that is on my channel. But let's go ahead and jump into skin. Like I said, it's been setting for probably 45 minutes to an hour now, which is plenty of time. For primer, we're going to do the e.l.f. Poreless Putty, and everything that I used today will be linked in my description box. I don't always do that. I don't always link, but when I do full faces and get ready with me's, I usually do. For those who are wondering, like, when do you do that? Like, if I do BoxyCharm unboxings or things like that, I don't normally do that, I will say. But let's go ahead and rub this in. Okay, so that's all smoothed in. I did use more than normal, but I felt like I really needed it. Been having a lot of texture and large pores and such here lately, so really wanted to tend to that. So now let's go ahead with foundation. I really wanted to use a matte foundation because I wanted to clean up my jawline, and in my last video I really wanted to apologize. I wanted to do like a super dewy look, and I didn't even think. I'm so used to just cleaning up my jawline, and when I did that I had like a streak of matte and the rest was dewy, and I totally forgot when you do a dewy look you really can't clean up because it leaves that, unless of course you set your face and you kind of get rid of some of that dew, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't even set the rest of my face. I was just, hello, in another world. So let's go ahead with the Infallible from L'Oreal. I really love this foundation. It's so liquidy that the pump is just, I have to squeeze a little bit at a time. So I feel like a squeeze tube where you can hold it right up to your face would be a little bit more feasible, in my opinion, but hey. So now I'm going to take my dampen beauty blender and just pat this into the skin. And this is a perfect color match for me. I am in the shade 415. Yeah. But like I said, all that will be linked. I link my shades as well when I name my products. That way if you guys are close to shade from like me, you know, you're using me for shade verification, you know what I mean? That's in there for you. I'll try and be as helpful as possible, guys. And to Mariska, I tried really hard to keep my eyes open, but unfortunately, when you wear glasses, it's so hard to see everything. So my eyes are kind of like that, you know what I mean? So I apologize if that's any discomfort for you, but I really can't help it. Eventually, I would love to get contacts to kind of help all those little problems and errors that I have and that you guys have, but right now, unfortunately, we're just going to have to deal. So, patting that into the skin. I skipped earrings today. But that gives such a smooth, flawless, you see that? Just so beautiful. I don't want to do super heavy today, so we're just going to do that much and be done with it. So let's go ahead with our cream products. For concealer, I'm using the WetnWild Incognito. Love this concealer. So let's jump into some cream bronzer. There goes my powder. Anyways, I feel like every time I put concealer on or foundation, my face is just, anybody else get like that? Like, I'm like, you didn't itch before, you know? Anyways, I'm going to jump into the contouring palette from e.l.f. I'm going to mix these two shades. I've been loving doing that. And I also want to try this shade and do like a really smoky brown look, like I've been talking about. Taking just a regular brush just to kind of lay this down. I'm gonna try something different. Okay. So something different, I've been seeing this contoured deal all over TikTok and Instagram, and I thought, well, go ahead and give it a go. And this just blends right into the skin. Something that I love about this product. I really love almost all of e.l.f.'s product. There's only like one that I know that I've tried that I didn't like, which was their e.l.f. Eye Putty Primer, and I just felt like it was too sticky, and like I couldn't blend my shadows, which sucked, but hey. I know this looks kind of harsh right now, but once I blend everything out, it'll look super nice. Actually, I think I should have put this on before I put my foundation, but that's alright. I'll blend it out a little bit further. I was thinking putting this first, then putting the foundation, but we'll just keep blending and it'll work out. Yeah, I do like that. Look how good that looks. That might be, you know what, I think I'm going to make it my go-to because that looks so nice. And I just love how this blends into the skin. I bought a Believe Beauty contour stick. I know, nobody ever has them, but they did. And it just, I have a harder time blending that one than I do this one. Maybe just because it's like in a cream palette versus a stick. I don't know, but I definitely favor this one over that one for sure. Okay. Now, I really like this. Oh, I don't think I got my lip. I really like a fuller lip look, because I've been trying not to overdraw. And you see how chiseled that looks. I do have a little bit extra right there, but I think we can clean it up a little bit of concealer. Yeah, because I don't need that here. And I have a harsh line there that I want to get rid of. blend that in, and then we'll just blend this all over my jaw, because I don't want it to be down towards my jaw, just my cheekbones. I might have went too heavy on that one. I think once we blend it out with bronzer, it will be perfectly fine. Now, before we set our under eyes, I do want to go in with the rest of my cream products. The Wonder Beauty lip and cheek is one of my favorites. One, because the formula is awesome, but also because it is so convenient. I'm not squeezing anything onto my hand, rubbing it out, rubbing it on my cheeks, that kind of deal. To have it in this little pot, I just adore. It does come with a petroleum jelly on the bottom, which I told you guys over and over, but I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. And I think that part broke. Alright, so I'm going to dip into like a little stippling brush here. Angled is my favorite. And just stipple this onto my cheeks. I do tend to go a little bit heavier on blush, but I love blush. And I also like to blush contour as well, especially for work days, something simple and cute. Just because you're working doesn't mean you can't look cute, you know what I mean? So, if you guys are wanting to see a routine on my blush contouring, just let me know. That is up on my TikTok for those that follow me there or don't and want to. Yes, okay, see how good that looks? I love it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and set this face before I start to crease. For my under eye, I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics Hydrating Complexion Trio. You guys already know. Gonna dip into this lightest shade right here and just right on my under eyes, and really anywhere that I place concealer, just to kind of brighten the high points of my face. Really, my chin, my lip. I'm gonna skip my nose because I have blush there. Definitely into my forehead. I'm gonna hit right underneath that bronzer as well. I'm going to bake right there in just a second, but okay guys, so now we're going to bronze the skin. Oh no, stop. Hold on, wait a minute. Before I do that, I totally forgot. I need to set the rest of the face, and I always forget. I'm actually going to use the e.l.f. Sheer Tint Finishing Powder. I picked this up thinking it was their Halo Powder, and I never use it. So I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and try it today. It's in the shade Fair Light. Let's go ahead and give it a whirl. Kind of set all over my face with it. It just sits in my drawer and collects dust, and I hate that I buy a product and I don't even use it. So I try not to do that unless I hate the product. So we're just gonna give it a go today. See how it sets my face, and I'll update you guys in the description box because it is only like noon, and let you guys know how it wears, how it makes my makeup prolong and that kind of thing, because it is just a finishing powder. It's not a setting powder. So I'm interested to see what it's going to do. And you know what I hate? That right there. When you think you have that concealer blended out in between the creases of your nose, and ideally you don't. That's probably why we get so much acne right there, to be totally honest. Alright, now let's go back in and let's bronze that skin. I like to stipple it on my forehead. Hit those jawbones. Hit that. And then just tap it right there on my nose, because I did do a little tiny bit of contour on that nose. Okay, so now let's set that blush with a powder blush. I am actually going to jump into another Alamar Cosmetics palette. This is the Colorette Blush Trio in the shade Fair Light. I like to use this color right here, but really I like all the colors. Sometimes I'll mix all three. Sometimes if I'm going for like a really summery moment, I use that orange. But these are so pigmented. The formula is fantastic. They last a long time. I really like these a lot. just like that. See how nice that pairs with that first color too? So beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and hit highlight before we set our face and continue with everything else. I'm going to go with the Grande Glow Plumping Highlighter, the liquid highlighter. I only used this once. Got this in a BoxyCharm box, not this past month, but the month before. And I just thought, guys, I haven't even posted this month's BoxyCharm, so okay. So, and we're just gonna, and it's such a nice pearl pink highlight. And it doesn't leave a streak. It blends out so seamlessly, and I really, really like it. Just for that nice, I wouldn't say subtle, but I wouldn't say blinding either. It's kind of in between. And I did do something different with my eye look than I think they did. I took a clean brush, and I just smoothed out the edges. That's why I kind of have some extra blue up here and up here. Just for a little bit of some additional information for you guys. Oh, I lost my, I'm sorry. Yeah, it looks nice. And yeah, you do feel a little slight tingle, but nothing uncomfortable, which is what I love. To set the rest of our face, because I do believe that is everything. Let me check real quick, because I always forget. It looks like it. I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Last, because it is only noon, so I have probably about 8 hours worth of wear. Alrighty, I love this stuff. I love the smell on it more than anything. I mean, I love that it makes your makeup last so long, but the smell is just so girly and feminine, and makes me feel pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up the rest of our eye look. She had blue smudged, so I'm going to go with the LA Colors Gel Eyeliner. Also, I shouted these out on my TikTok a while back. So, see how vibrant that is? Like, that's perfect. And I wore these actually for a 4th of July look, and it stayed put all day in the heat. Yeah, these are just pigmented, super cheap, like under $5. Love, love, love them. So we're going to dip back into that JCat Beauty palette. And we're just going to smudge some of that same blue on my lower lash line so the liner's not super harsh. Yeah, this is the same shade right here, which I do believe that one's called Top of the World. I'm just going to bat it. Just like that. And then I'll take just this fluffy blending brush from that mint collection from e.l.f. And I'm going to go into this light blue shade, which is a lot brighter than the other one, but I think it'll add like a nice little touch. And we're just gonna blend it out. See how that looks a little bit messy? I hate that. I feel like color looks are just so hard to do sometimes. But you know what? The best thing to do, in my opinion, is just to clean up with some concealer. Okay, so let's use the Triple X for my top lashes just to blend. And I don't know how long these lashes are going to stay on my eyes, so they didn't put it on my lid. I put it on the lash. But it's so much easier to come off when I do it like that, but I feel like it doesn't stay put near as long if I don't put it on my lid. But this new glue that comes with that kit is really nice. It's very strong, like it takes your breath away, but yeah, it looks so good. Okay, so then I got this, the All Night Bender from Rockins Cosmetics mascara that I love. The wand is absolutely amazing for my lower lashes. Like, look how freaking small that is. Amazing. And I know that my lower lash line always looks a mess, guys. I promise I know what I'm doing. It's so hard to put makeup on without glasses, I swear. Like if somebody took half of your vision away, you know what I mean? That's exactly what it's like, so. But I'm trying, I'm not perfect. So, there's that completed look. I feel like I did pretty good to what they had. I'm very proud of myself. Very smoked out, very beautiful. Love, love, love it. Let's go ahead and apply a lip color. Alright guys, so let's go with a pinky nude. I'm not a huge just plain nude person, but I like a pinky nude. So let's go in with the Milani Understatement lip liner in the shade Dusty Rose, I do believe. Desert Rose, I'm sorry. I haven't been using much lip liners here lately, but I really do like these. They're retractable. Yeah, something like that. I like that a lot. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the Half Cake Lip Fondants. This one's in the shade Theme Song. Super nice. I love this look. How adorable, right? Turned out so good. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one just as much as you did the other one. Thank you so much for your love, your support, your care, your attention, and I will see you guys in my next video.